Hey, what up, YouTube? This is CJ. Just giving y'all an update on the tank. 4 months and counting now. Still learning, still having fun. And I'm going to give you all a video on my water changes. Sickly Man 09 has a series going on, so he wants everyone to do a video response or comment. So here we go. I'm by no means an expert, so feel free to learn if you're learning. Give me some advice if I need it. But let's get to it. Here go all my equipment. I got an Aqueon. It's a cheap version of the Python, honestly. That's basically all it is. $10 for the connector. Got an extender from Home Depot for a couple of bucks, and the tubing. So pretty good price. My dechlorinator. Of course, everyone uses the Prime, so I've been using it for the last month and a half or so, no problems. Your good old Scotch pad, scrubbing the algae. I've only used it on the tank. I got an old suction cup. I use that for the tubing when I do my water changes, and this is a good one right here. The media bag. I'll put that on the faucet. I'll show you that later. Test kit. I got the whole line, almost the main stuff. But I think my water quality is pretty good because I woke up this morning and boom, there it is. Caught somebody in action. The camera was the wrong way though. But hey, I'm assuming that means I got pretty good water. That's the female that was doing it right there. She's holding for sure. I can see him. I looks like a Hongi female. I don't know how you say it, but I'm not sure. I got it from PetSmart. They had it marked wrong. But I'll show you how I put it on the sink. The Aqueon filter fits pretty snug. Ain't got no complaints on that. One word of advice I would tell you with these. I don't know if the Pythons are any better, but the threads and the plastic on these things break and mess up pretty easy. I actually had to tape a crack on the bottom portion of this to get me by. Hey, the suction still works pretty good, so I'm gonna go with it. But yeah, that media bag, I slide this over the bottom. Pretty much that is my filter before the tank water hits the sink. Because with sand in the bottom of the tank and waste and all that, I'll rather keep it out of my drain. And it catches everything, lets the water through. So if you never tried it, hey, be my guest. Hopefully it works for you as well as it's worked for me. But just check it out, make sure it's secure, and onto the tank we go. There we go. Suction cup, just sticking it to the side. Helps me not have to worry about it falling out with my hands in the tank. I don't go too hard with the pad. One thing you do got to be careful of is the sand on the bottom. I try my best to try to keep it out from between the glass and the pad, so I shake it out. But this tank was scratched a little bit when I got it, so whatever I've done to it, it's not really a big headache for me. But if you're doing a brand new tank, just be very, very careful with the sand and the glass, promise you. But it cleans up pretty good. Tank's still draining. Takes about 30 minutes to drain this whole tank. Well, not whole tank, but about 50% of it from a water change. You see it's going down. It's pretty decent. I'm trying to save you all the weight, so I did edit this video the best as I could. But that's pretty much how I do my siphon right here. That's waste. So it gets the small pieces. The larger pieces are that substrate for the plants that got spread out through my tank by mistake. But it does pretty good. The siphon works real good. Picks up all that loose floating waste and whatever else is left. But hey, if I get sand in there, it's all good. That's what that media bag's for. Tank's just about done draining. I leave my filters running the whole time. Some people don't. I do, because all the messing around I'm doing in the tank, it brings up a lot of debris, so I'd rather keep it clean as possible before I put the fresh water in there. And I'm just flipping the nozzle on it. This little blue lever on this Aqueon. And I do fill up my tank with cold water only. Here goes the Prime. It's 2 capfuls. That's what you're supposed to put in here. 1 cap full for 50 gallons. I got a 90-gallon tank. I'm used to pouring it in the cap, so that's pretty much about 2 caps worth I'm pouring in there. I usually dose a little extra after it's completely full as well, because I put it in there with my filter running, and I want to make sure everything's actually not getting any chlorine or anything in it. But there we go. I just let it fill up. Alright, and it hasn't been any more than 5 minutes after the tank has been full, and you can see it is pretty clear. There's still a little bit of debris floating on it, but you can't really see on the camera. It's not picking it up. Well, there was a little piece you see right there, but hey, it's pretty good. But this is my normal routine. I say it takes me about an hour. I do this twice a week, usually on Sundays and Wednesdays, if I can try to keep it no more than 4 days without a water change. I got about 42 fish in here right now. I'm guessing 42, between 40 and 45 fish, and that's a lot of waste. Believe me, my nitrates, they will jump up, so I keep them at bay. But I don't know what kind of fry those are gonna be. Hopefully they make it. And hopefully you all enjoyed the vid. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave it in the comments. You all have a good one. Be easy.